伊去到倒吼，讲太很老钱差不多。因为就是内底吼太侪水了，你知道？使咱改名啊。
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Meeting started. May we have President Jess to open the meeting.
Welcome everyone. Meeting starts.
The four-way test. May we have all the Rotarians please all rise for the four-way test. The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First,
is it the truth?
second,
Is it fair to all concerned?
third,
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
fourth,
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
sixth. Please sit down. Rotary song. May we have P.B. Pass to lead us to think of I think everybody can sing that very well. This one.
Okay, let's sing the Rotary song.
R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is no on the MC.
Can we sing again?
Again. Oh, yes.
Sorry. The technical problem. This one's right.
And this is right.
R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is no on let and see. From north to south, from east to west, he brought his monks to serve the best. R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Next, introduction of visiting Rotarians and honorable guests. May we have Jimmy.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my honor to introduce our VIP guests and partner. Today we have, first of all, let's welcome our speaker today, 简士超教授. And then let's welcome our ADG, Claudio. And we also have our ADS, DJ, who's from Taichung Daguanshe. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Okay, so we need to sing the song for the Rotarians. Thank you. So may we have P.B. Pat again to lead us.
Welcome, Rotarian flag.
Yes, oh Rotary, we greet you. Oh yes, oh Rotary, we greet you. We want you to feel our friendship's real. We are glad you are here today. So
Thank you. President's time. May we have the President Jess?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming. I think today is a very important day, right? It's for bye-bye, right? So I asked for day off from the God too, no? I have to. 今天中午团拜，我请假了。And so first of all, I'd like to welcome ADG Claudia and Secretary DJ. Come here for give us some suggestion about next week. And yeah, there's a photo. As for our first outing, hosted by PP Fire, and then I can guarantee you that it's gonna be a very wonderful trip because we're going to stay in this amazing hotel that was originally designed by our Rotarian Min. And then through him, I think we can get a better price. Yeah, that's very important. And then for next week, it's very important. Is our governor district this governor visit, and then government paper will arrive at 11 o'clock. So we should be here around 10:50. For not everyone, but the members of our committees at the third floor, right? On third floor, yeah. Anyway, Secretary N will give out more information about it. That will be all for my part. Thank you.
Thank you. Next one will be Secretary time. Okay, so my president already posted the information already, but for me, I have to get more is about all the spouse. That's all welcome to come because we got a spouse program and upstairs. So please, if you got time, please invite your spouse to come and join the activities. Okay. So all the board members will be arrived around 10:50 because we need to line up and welcome the issue paper. Thank you. Okay. And others, all the members, all other members, we need to attend a little bit earlier. It's about 12:15. Thank you. The next. So, and we will finish around 2 o'clock. Yes. And the vocational visit, may we have VP Steele to introduce our vocational visit.
President Jess, the ADG Claudio and the Secretary DJ, speakers at the presentation. Let me briefly go over our vocational visit. So September 5th, 3 weeks from today. So the location is at Dragon Steel, is a subsidiary of China Steel Group, Kaohsiung. This and the address is over there. Let me go through a bit of the schedule. This is basically the schedule going through today. I just want to remind you a few things. First is take a carpool if you can. If you cannot, just you need to drive. At least you have to reserve about 40 minutes to get there. It's a bit long from the city. So when you take either 向上路 or the 台湾大道. You went to the Lingang Lu, so if you go from the Taiwan Dadao to Lingang Lu, take a left turn. When you pass the Hongquan, the new building, it's right next to the next stop. Turn right is over there. If you take the Xiangshan Road, it's the other way around. So if when you see the Hongquan, it's before Hongquan, you take left. Secondly, because we only have limited time, and this time we have open some limited access area for us to see, which is also the area close to the blast furnace. 那这一次因为那个刚才参观，它会有一些限制啊，就是说，那这次有开放那个靠近高炉的那个地区哈，让我们去看一下。So we take a two presentation. First is within the administration building about the company and the group as a whole. The second presentation is where we close to the control room where the blast furnace is located. And then after the visit over there, we have a group photo together. We will take the photo closest point to the blast furnace. 因为那个照相那个地方哦，它也是有限制啊。因为那个地板哦，它是有隔栅，所以我们就建议我们那个就是穿平底鞋，不要穿高跟鞋，我怕你走路的时候被卡在那个地方。Okay, that's the only two reminder. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Vivi Steele. Okay, next. Our main program, our main show today. So when we have speakers introduction by PESM.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Professor. On behalf of PPSM, okay, he just assigned me this job. I hope I can do it well. Today's speaker is Professor Dr. Charles Chen, and he is the Vice Dean of the Business School of Fengsha Daxue, Fengsha University. Next one. And Professor earned his outstanding PhD from the University of Wales, UK, and MBA in Missouri University. And all you can see, it's an outstanding academic experience. So, next one. Professor has a long-term study research in ethnic marketing, brand marketing, international business management. So I think at least I can learn a lot today. So please let us welcome our speaker, Professor Chen.
Thank you so much that Essence give me the brief introductions, and our president James and CP Claudia, which is very famous on all the Taichung area that I heard a lot, and also our secretary and DJs and all the PP, and especially thanks to the Sam that we have EMBA program that we interact a little bit, and I feel very privileged that to attend this occasion, because Rotary is very, as I can when listen to the sounds, is very American. So this is the way it should be, the Rotary will look like. So today the subject that I'd like to share with you is two things. One is branding and aesthetic. And aesthetic is called as beauty, but aesthetic could be the arts, aesthetic could be a creative culture, and more specifically, aesthetic is more functionally in the market. We maybe can connect with the branding. So within the 30 minutes talk, I hope you will enjoy my PPT here. So let me introduce the first, the brand is Avon's, and this advertising puts the beautiful water with orchid. And the title is, was there beautiful before there was beautiful product? So that means you want to be beautiful and you drink with the beautiful product. And this is a very French way, and well, still very Asian orchids. So Asian orchids are always beautiful around the world, which is could be part of our Taiwanese product. So another presentation is Avon's co-branding with Isemiyaki, and a part of the ladies like this kind of the brand with very wrinkles on their clothes, and in terms of the quality and in terms of the style is very distinctive. So I'm what I drink. This is the beauty thing. Every day I renew my body with the water of the spring purity. And coming from prestige height of the French Alps. So as you can look at, this is the French Alps. So the brand connect with the mountain, the image and connect with the beauty. This is what they operate to deliver the image of the brand. So their story is from the legend from the French Alps. And keep going from all this year. It still occupied as the first brand on our drinking water. So beautiful people with a beautiful brand. And I like to bring you a little bit update pop. It's the next one. It's already heavy.
This way, please.
Ed Sheeran, anyone know of him? Ed Sheeran, the update is just the last month. Okay, so with all the beautiful things put together, how much do you think this costs for this water? Anyone guess? Yeah, this is give a hint of 45. And then if we take off the brand, the tag of the brand, and then how much do you think?
15.
15. So 45 deduct by 15. How much cost for just this tag?
Yeah.
30 cents. 30. So that's the brand. That's the brand. So it's very what can you say? The tag or the image of the tag has a very powerful thing. So from this very simple case, I like to deliver. Brand has 4 layers. The very first layer is the brand awareness. Everybody heard about it. And the second layer, above the brand awareness, we talk about the brand value, where you can transform it to the brand equity. And then above the brand values, and then we talk about the brand personality. As you can see, the French Alps has their French personality. And on the top of that is a brand aesthetic, which is today's subject. So another drinking category is alcohol, and called branding with Carl Coffee, which is a very famous fashion designer. Very unfortunately, he passed away this this year.
Oh.
And he's a genius, guys, to put all the things together and put the beautiful thing and to support the beautiful brand. Most of the people think the beautiful, it must be very expensive. Particularly for the Chanel, such kind of this brand, or Fendi, it's very expensive. But Karl Lagerfeld did the things like called brand with the H&M, which is the fast fashion brand, and it's all about the taste. So beauty is all about the taste, and also can boost up the value of the brand. And let's enjoy.
So, I presume you have heard. It's hard to believe he is doing that. It's very true. But it certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
Is it true?
Is it true they cooperate with H&M?
Yes, sure. There are whispers about a larger collection.
So that is true. It's all about the all about the taste, and even though that's very cheap, but the thing is not because the person is cheap and then nothing can help. So the Karl Lagerfeld he challenged not everything expensive could be a good value. It's a good value also could be including a very good pricing. And I'd like to introduce this brand, the beautiful automobile, when the automobile is art. And I'd like to, this is their logo evolution. And from the left here is 1909. That is their logo look like. and the other company called this Benz. It look like this. And later on they merged together. It's on the 1916. And let's guess what? This logo, when it's been invented, it's back into 1926. Since now, nothing could be changed. That means their logo is already perfect. You cannot change anything on this logo. So they have a very high level of aesthetic on their organization and on their organizational culture. So this is a poster on 1920 somewhere. So you already can see this logo is being used. And on that day, their logo design is way beyond away from other competitor, the branding. So this is their first automobile. You just simply look at it, it's still very beautiful in terms of their craftsmanship. And this is also a very famous automobile built by the Maybach, which is a sub-brand for the Benz. And the design of the automobile is completely reflect at that time their architecture on their background. So this is what they make their product based on their culture. Is it beautiful? It's very beautiful. Even nowadays, it's still very collection. It's back into the 1930s. Their beautiful competitor, BMW. They think their best engines is a quarter drive. When the airplane on the perfect condition, that will be quarter division. So beautiful, and then lovely. Even though nowadays, if you can have one, that is still very collectionable and very personal brand, reflect on their brand, their ethos, their issue. Christopher Holm, who is the head of the global communication for Mercedes-Benz, how can they or he leading the group going through the 100 years and without losing their touch of their brand personality? They still have, when you look at the Benz is Benz, you are not able to mix with anything. So that's just like the BMW. The simple catch is like this. You have to have your employees, when they work on their job, work on their product, they have to flow in their mind into their work. And particularly for that, the physical product. Crystal Holm, yeah, the head of the communication. And this is the middle manager. And this is the front worker. So three of them, they look at their eyes, they were looking on their design of the line of the car. So that's they flow in their mind into the every bits of work in terms of the new product. So this is how they still can keep up with all the organization with the high standard of the brand aesthetic. As they're designed, they have a physical product here, and they have a consensus. Look at their eyes. So this is how they build the new car. So that's their daily life. So daily life connect with aesthetic. Another case is because of the beauty, brand next door is okay, which is very difficult for us. In terms of the most of the sector, is to feel a lot of competition pressure when your competitor next door to you. But when you talk about a fashion brand, they will be okay. And here is all the LV group of their product. Just look at it. The Fendi is in the LV. The beer is in the LV. Kenzo, LV. Loewe and LV. Dior, LV. So LV connect all the brand. A lot of people don't know that all of this is belong to the LV, including the Hennessy, including the Moet, Dior, Givenchy, etc. So how did they work? They work a lot of the detail, sophisticated detail to put everything together to enlighten the consumer, to enlighten their moment of truth of the touch. So they present their fashion shows to their potential consumer buyer, and some with their computer as well. So this is how their group pick up each one, the new clothing has to be done. So I like to, the last YouTube to share with you how this beautiful brand of the Chanel, how they been. This is jewelry. But the jewelry is like a craftsmanship. It's like an art. Is on the 30 right there. So beauty is when you have the product, it has a moment of truth. So let me get beauty is a natural way of acting at a distance. This is a beautiful, that's Sam has a collection of something like this. Very beautiful. As well, this is a beautiful put on the clothes, what will look like this, a very successful fashion, abstract from these China things. So, the Kant, when we talk about this aesthetic, the Kant is a philosophy to tell us the judgment of the test is aesthetic, it's not cognitive, it's not rational, it's not analytic. So let me go through the final PPT because of the time. So what is a brand and aesthetic? This is an apple. It's nowadays an apple. And the design of that is a lot of the code, a lot of the detail. So this is my framework that I deliver to you, and that's also when we learn about in our management. This is branding and this is aesthetic. Before the branding aesthetic, we have to decide what's the strategy, what's the position. Strategy or position will connect with the organization, their cultures, their vision, their position, their personality, their style. And also talk about the cost, talk about the transaction cost, talk about the pricing strategy, talk about the efficient and effective, and organization behavior, and the process. KPI, key performance index, and etc. So this is all the that I like to share with you. When we think about the brand, some of the brand is very competitive. And why? Because they have a whole thing have to be done in order to bring up to the value. So this is my subject, and very delighted to share with you. So thank you for your listening and to give me this opportunity. Thank you. 还有一点时间。到齐。Oh, we still have 20 minutes. I thought it is 1:30.
They got around 10 minutes, yes.
Okay, 10 minutes. Yeah. So, in fact, I really like to share with you about the talk about the Starbucks, strong nonverbal communication when compared to the next. So which one is stronger? This one is stronger, or this one is stronger? So this is more beautiful, or this is more beautiful? In the past, this is very functional, right?
Yeah.
And right now, that this is more aesthetic, and this is more art. And this is how the brand has been evaluated, evolves on their way to the better position in the market. So when we talk about the logo change until here, so from the 1971, they choose the color as every coffee had like this color, the color, brown color. They sell coffee, sell tea, sell spice. And 16 years later, I think they hire someone to give them the advice. And the biggest advice is change to the green. Why? Because green is more light up with the brown. Because Starbucks is more on the living room setting. And they focus on the coffees only. So this is a more focusing. It's very, very difficult for marketing to be focusing. And then they changed to enlarge the domain. Why the map of the domain is important? Because of the eye, right? When you have eyes, you see more things. So they enlarge and they get rid of the word and they reserve for the face. So they started on the public market. Very, just like every public market. And still now, they have a street musician who stand alone and to earn some of the lunch or dinner. At the interesting point, and then get on the very successful NASDAQ. Do you know what's their competitor? Their competitor coming to this. It's just been purchased by the Nestle. And then if you just look at the color, you can tell the difference. One is green, one is what? It's blue. Yeah, blue bottle. So how they on the different position. And we call this is perfect position, competition position. 中文叫做对仰角，对仰角是最漂亮的竞争。也就是说，对方做的哪一个，你这边完全跟他对仰，所以那个力量会非常的漂亮，而且很大。它就是这样子串起的。So, blue bottle, they catch on the third wave coffee, and as you can see, all the setting is different from the setting for the Starbucks, just like a living room. No, they are on the more open space. This is a founder. This is their founder, Freeman in San Francisco. And this is Shinjuku. As you can see, the setting is different. the color is different. Sofa compared to the high chair. So when you drink the Starbucks, you're sitting on the sofa. But you think you enjoy the brew bottle, you're sitting on a high chair. So one is low, one is high. One is brew, one is green. One is more cozy, one is more open space. And more especially is for this flower arrangement. So that's really hit the Starbucks. Before, after. Right now, have you noticed the family also changed their designs on their Taiwan high-speed railroad? They also upgrade their designs. This is before, and this is after. This is before. This is after. This is before. Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Do you know what kind of logo right now they will look like? Yeah, right. Thank you. Like this.
Oh my God.
It's very digital, right? Very technology. So it's kind of the really advanced, really advanced. So this is before, right? And this is after. What kind of color of this? Silver? It's just like a Starbucks, as I showed the Starbucks like to have this color instead of the green, you know, right? Just like the Benz logo. What kind of color of the Benz logo? Silver? Exactly, is light, the color of the light, right? The color of the light. So that is the supreme weight of the marketing position. So they learn each other, they compete each other, literally. And this you call it a golden dissection. 1 equal to 1:6:1:8, 黄金比例1:1.618. So 8是5的1.618倍，5是3的1.6，所以苹果咬一口一定是8，因为在这里是5，所以这个 D 也是8，这个 D 也是8。And that's why they have the golden section, the proportion. So it look very simple and yet very sophisticated. So that's the aesthetic. So probably my time is already. So let me give the final, this one. This is aesthetic, how they change. You go to the, this is a very famous picture when he became the millionaire. The youngest person in the United States became the millionaire. And then when he got his room, he cannot fit into any furniture. Why? Because it's redundant. He thinks it doesn't fit anything. He just only want to have their video and their light and the carpet only. And he said, coming back after 7 months in Indian village, I saw, which is Silicon Valley, the craziness of the Western world, as well as its capacity for rational thought. If you just sit and observe, you will see how redness your mind is. So aesthetic is all about your mind. If you try to calm it, it's only make it worse. But over time, it does come. And when it does, there is room to hear more subtle things. So that's his decision. That's his learning from his college education and to his journey to India. And that is your intuition start to blossom, and you start to see things more clearly and to be present moment more. Your mind just slow down and you see tremendous expanse in the moment. Just like you like the flower, it gives you the freedom and it gives you the open up your mind. And here you say, you see so much more you can see before. And it's a discipline. You have to practice it. So, aesthetic is a discipline. The people in Indian countryside, they don't use their intellect like we do. but they use their intuition instead. Intuition is a very powerful thing, more powerful than intellect, in my opinion, and that has a big impact on my work. So that's why I'm always the man who always seems to know. So that is the intuition. So intuition, aesthetic, and for the business. And so every successful businessman has always been challenged with these three things. So that's today's my sharing with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Dr. John.
Any Q&A?
Do we have any Q&A? Anybody want to ask some? Or want to grow up your business again? You can try to ask.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm just wondering, like, when you see branding, the brands are usually from Western world, right? Like Europe or US. And then, in your opinion, how come like us in Asia, this is very rare?
Okay, yeah. This is very wonderful questions for Jay's president. Two things. One thing is branding is word of mouth. But beyond the word of mouth, you have a lot of, just as I call the scopa. They have a lot of the decision, they have a lot of the management structure in order to support them. And among all the culture around the world, United States did the best. Because, for example, Apple did it, and Apple, some other company, they will learn each other very quickly. And later on is a European brand. And as for us, because we already wear the Western style, but during your nighttime, do you drink with English or you drink with Chinese? So your living style is still being conditioned by Western style. So the branding is very important for your ethos, organization culture, and particularly for the leadership. So you have to take it from the inside out. So one of the example, which is I very fortunately I know him, is Sun Sui Tang, and his living and his work and his product and his how they, even though they still have a large to growth, but their consistency. So that's, we have to look back to our deeply in our cultures and how they will be presented with the 4P: product, price, promotion, and place, for those connections, and to gather all the connection for the moment of truth, and trying to design our cultural way. Because we always want to learn. But when you learn, you are not yourself. You understand? And you be somebody else. But your organization, your staff, is not that kind of culture. So there gradually some of the branding become more famous, and it could be predictable. We're going to have our proud of the Taiwan's brand. Thank you.
Okay, may we have President Jess to present the gift to our Dr. John. 绑鞋带。
好，谢谢 ，Thank you，Thank you。
Okay, so now attendance report. Okay, may we have data?
Thank you, Dr. James' wonderful speech, and welcome 我们的助理总监，我 老朋友 Claudia， 还有还有我们今天的DJ。So today we have 23 members attend and 2 visiting Rotarian and 1 guest. So the total attendance rate is 66%. Thank you.
Next, Sergeant Alarm Report, may we have PP Oakley.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sergeant report. We have very special donation from our ADG Claudia and the ADS DJ. Thank you, both of them. And for our club, for ourselves, our club, it looks like last week's mung bean and banana is work. We have a few more donations compared with weeks before. So one is from Jimmy. Thanks Dr. Jen's speech and welcome ADG and ADS. 1,000. Thank you. From Min, thank you for the inspiring lecture, Professor Jim. 1,000. Thank you. This one from Asian. Really a good class for me. Thank you, Professor. 1,000. And since it's very, last week's work, last week's work. So let's try Viagra this week. A little bit stronger. 1 6-year-old boy is started on the toilet with diarrhea outside. So he's crying for his mother and prays for Viagra. And mom just asked his boy what he needs Viagra for. And the boy says, well, that's because that's what you give to date when she's not hot. So the other one is, when you have the Viagra, you have to be very careful. You have to avoid the stuck in your throat. Do you have idea what will happen? That magical blue pill just stuck at the throat. Any idea? You'll be like this. So see you next week.
Okay, so next, what's coming? Let me go through August 29th first, okay? We have 延伸爱与希望阮怡清小姐 Samantha. She is actually come from 新希望社会福利的基金会执行长 okay? And that day will be the H&W Day, and that will be also held on by Chinese, okay? And the next week, more important, August 22nd, still Lee's Ballroom, and we have official visit by DG Paper, okay, 地区总监公示访问, and we will welcome our ADG Claudia to give us more information about this. Hey, everybody, tell me.
President is 大同 PP and 大同 member。讲到这里就好了，因为一般10几年在这边打滚A2 的这个区块打要来讲到大同确实很多都是进步不是歪啦，现语啦，看来拢顿地啦这是先小插曲啦那么会社刚刚跟这个几个我们叶氏社长所带领的团队我们有绕一下谈吐一下，因为您这个密集安打确实这个学习趁热啦，今仔日就是讲前置作业了，那么2拄仔嘛做表明总感 paper 这故意总感的就来给您这里报告一寡额外的项目这个主要学习就是讲密集安打 那么我这个前置作业刚刚也听了一点，当然在我这个面对的我的长官啦啊，我的同学，还有一些资深舍友啊，谈得很愉快哈。我袂唔惊啦，你看大同社我呢，今年年应该是你们的那个什么那个您的生日的我拢参加哈。每年都有创意的，社长有创意哦，这个我跟你讲一下哈，袂歹哈，拢是一言九鼎的。那么接着要简单的介绍我们工坊的一些一年这个里面的内容哦，稍微给你们一个报告告知一下，因为刚刚所有团队有受训的，还有那个6大主委，还有第7的你们的那个理监事有稍微跟我有谈一下，其他人应该舍友都每年都有不一样的地方我这是简单介绍讲这个一年来我这所涵盖要注意的项目我来给我一个报告第一项就是这个属于 A2， 属于咱这个地区的有7社这个爱恁来参加甲这个赞助的这个项目。第一就是1月5号那拄甲社长有拜托伊这中间阮社友就发动，还有7社这个社来共同来协办的方式来，在我们台中国家音乐厅里面有一个非常高级的这个音乐飨宴希望讲贵社参加的金额数字若无够的有兴趣的这个社友可以来一起来共襄盛举这是第一项。搁再就是10月16，就是这个甲小白球，恁是较无摸到啦我所在叫做 ski 甲这个叫做skin 恁社友较少，但是希望讲这个是属于 A2 的这个项目这个11月16号播出时间，无来参加小白球安尼拍者，无最起码以后咱伫新农遐嘛这个联谊会这个颁奖希望来共襄盛举。搁再来延伸就是有5个项目就是我伫遮伫总监还未还未这个甲恁报告之前，我才先提醒者，互恁心内有一个讲今年有啥物款的项目地区要配合的。第一项就是讲这个10月27伫文心公园有夫人日，这个在总监来讲，他说有2大重点，第一个就是这个夫人的年会。甲这个有个夫人日，夫人日是10月27，这时间爱甲恁报告搁再来就是这个12月13到18，贵社毋是要买那个菲律宾义诊我是这么报告将近要里面这个团的成立差不多有70个左右大家若要有即摆咧报名中若有兴趣去义诊伫菲律宾，较近就对了费用也较省有兴趣的加入阵容这个明年的2月28咱甲3462这个伫田中马拉松这个赛事规社应该这马拉松我毋知有几个啦，社长才甲统计一下若要参加，脚力要较好的，就是即摆就要开始加减走这是这个最后一点就是讲，咱3月28到292天嘛，有这个伫中心大学有年会这大家讲尽量社长尽量共襄盛举，有这个这个人数尽量提高啦以上我伫遮在这个议事进前，总监也会来进前甲各位社友BB我的同学甲社长们在此在伫遮提醒者以上，谢谢各位，谢谢。
Thank you, ADG Claudia. Okay, do I need to transfer back to English? Just kidding. Okay, so now we have President Jess to close the meeting. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming. Bye.